What's up, guys? Owen from Dreamer TV. Welcome back to another video. Today is a motivational podcast. I've done a podcast in the past before, and I want to kind of jump back into that today. Right now, I'm in a really good place in life. I'm feeling motivated. I'm on track, and I want to share some of the things that help me, some of the things that I read, some of the things that I listen to that keep me motivated, that keep me on track, and that keeps me in the right mindset. Before I jump into the video though, please make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. It really helps. I appreciate the support. I know I have about 300 subscribers now, so I appreciate all of you guys. If you are new to my channel, my name is Owen. I'm here to motivate you guys. I'm here to bring you workout videos and basically just spread positivity. I do have some notes today to the side, to the left, so if I glance to the left, excuse that, but follow along. Let's get motivated and let's jump right in. All right, so today I want to talk about the power of your mind. I want to really blow your mind. Our mind is super powerful. When we use 100% of our mind, when we use every trillion, bazillion of our cells to do the right thing, you'd be super surprised about how far we could really go. And I want to talk about how when we do put everything forward, when we put all of our mind into what we want to do, we can really create and be anything that we want to be. Recently I've been reading articles about studies that have shown 25 to 32% of all medical healings come from this thing called the placebo effect. So that's really what I'm going to be kind of touching on today, the power of our mind and the placebo effect. So what does that mean? What does the placebo effect mean? It means that somebody believes they are healed and they heal themselves. For example, we've all heard of the studies where one group is given a sugar pill, they take it, and they believe because they took this certain pill that they are suddenly healed, even though there is really only sugar in that pill, but they take it and they become healed. That's what I want to talk about today. How can we understand the power of our mind based on what you think in the positive, but also a huge part of this is understanding the part of our mind when we think in the negative. And I think this is even bigger than the positive part, because a majority of us, at least for me, it's easy to get caught into that negative thinking, right? So what your mind thinks, your body is going to follow, right? There was a study that I read on housekeepers, and it was basically about the average exercise that you should get per day. So the Surgeon General recommends the average person should get 30 minutes of exercise per day. So this study went on to ask housekeepers how they felt about their body on a scale of 1 to 10. How active are you? And how much you work out, how much you take care of yourselves, how would you rate yourselves? Out of that study, it came out to an average of 3 out of 10. So they split these housekeepers into two groups. One group they did nothing with, and another group, they told them that being a housekeeper is actually incredible for your body because you're getting way more exercise daily than is recommended. The Surgeon General, again, says you only need 30 minutes of moderate exercise per day. And hey, you guys are working 8 to 9 hours and getting exercise with your job. So the group that wasn't presented that information, that wasn't kind of told that information, guess what? They stayed the same. There was no change. The group that was told this, that, hey, you are doing a really good job and what you're doing is actually good for you, guess what? They ended up losing weight, and on an average, they dropped blood pressure by 10 points on average. They had both groups at the end of this study rate themselves again, and the ones that were told they were doing more than average, again, they rated themselves feeling better about their body at work. None of them changed their diet or workout routine. And guess what? The other group had no difference. Remember, both groups didn't change anything in their diet. They didn't change anything in their workout routine. It was solely based on that information that they were given. So let's pause for a second here. What are we telling ourselves each day? Oh, hey, my back is hurting. Oh, my knee is hurting. I didn't get enough sleep. What type of stuff are you telling yourself? Because obviously this is having an impact on our mind, which in turn has an impact on our physiological being. So again, let's touch base on another study. So there was this other study for osteoarthritis, in the knee. Two groups, again, where one group had a surgery for the osteoarthritis in the knee, and another group actually went under but had what's called a sham surgery. So all they did was put them under, they made an incision on their knee, and then they just stitched it back up. They did absolutely nothing. And many of the people that had the sham fake surgery said that they had pain and function improvement that was actually comparable to those that underwent the legitimate surgery. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means what we think and believe has a direct impact on our actual reality. I want to tell you about these studies to really make you make you take a deep dive and think about the power of your mind. Like shit, this is really real. It makes me think of all of like the health fads that come and go that I really kind of dislike, and they aren't necessarily scientifically proven. But hey, I kind of understand why they tend to work, right? It's because people are believing it's helping them, and in turn, it really does have an impact on the brain and affects the body positively when we believe what we're doing is positive. Now, they aren't really technically selling a product. I guess they are disguising the belief in a product, right? So they're selling that positive belief that, hey, you take this pill, you take this dose of whatever, and guess what? You're going to feel better, and you will believe that you're changing, and you're just going to feel more positive. You're going to feel the effects, all because of what's going on in your mind. So majority of the time, it does tend to work. It affects your mood, and it affects the way that you feel, but more importantly, it's affecting your mindset, right? So even if that pill to lose weight isn't actually directly, causing you to lose weight, it's making you think and feel better, which in turn does technically have an effect on your psychological or physiological being. What's going on in your head? Are you thinking and creating the future that you want, the body and the health that you want? Or are we thinking about the fears that you have and the worries and the stuff that you don't want? Are we thinking about, our health as something being constantly wrong with us? We're hurting, we're in pain, we're tired, we don't feel 100%, so we don't want to do what we technically should be doing. Harvard did a study actually with a sugar pill. They had two groups. They didn't give any pill to one group, and they gave a sugar pill and told the other group that it was a sugar pill. So one group, they got nothing. Another group, they were given a pill, but they were told that it was just a sugar pill. Even knowing that that was just a sugar pill, they believed that it would help them in some way. And this was actually in direct, what was it? It was for IBS, actually, of all things. So they gave the group a sugar pill, saying it was a sugar pill, it would do absolutely nothing. But guess what? The group that was taking that pill, they reported twice the rate of symptom relief compared to the other group with IBS. Again, everyone here has the symptoms of IBS, and one group, they were given that sugar pill, told it would do absolutely nothing. The other group was given nothing. So again, it was kind of all in their head thinking, hey, I'm taking this even though it's not supposed to be doing anything. Something in their mind said there is some relief here. So guess what? Nothing in all of these studies changed with these people except for what was going on in their mind. It was their mind that did everything to them. It healed them, fixed them, lowered blood pressure, etc. So the placebo effect is the effect that you believe that you are healthy, and guess what? In turn, you get healthier. There's another side of this that's equally important that I talked about in the beginning called the nocebo effect, which When people are told about the negative side effects, and when they are told more about the negative side effects, in turn, they experience more of those side effects. People who are told by a doctor that they have a fever, there was a study where their temperature ended up jumping roughly 3 degrees. So they think that they have a fever, they give themselves a fever, and sometimes people think that they're getting sick. They can actually create those symptoms inside of their body. There were studies done on headaches, and participants were warned that they may experience headaches from Wi-Fi and phone signals, and the ones that were told this experienced more headaches, and the ones that weren't given that warning, they didn't. So it's kind of what's put into our mind, and again, how it affects us. Let's see. I think this is lastly, another study was done on withdrawal symptoms regarding coffee drinkers, where regular coffee drinkers were given their normal regular coffee, but were told that they were drinking decaf coffee. So we have a group of people that are regular coffee drinkers, and they enter the study, and they're given that exact same caffeinated coffee, but they're told that it's decaffeinated coffee. And they're also told that because now that they're taking the caffeine out of the equation, they are more likely to have caffeine withdrawals. Guess what? Again, they gave them the same fucking coffee that they had every morning, but because they were told there was no caffeine in it and that it's decaf, they may experience these withdrawal symptoms. A large number experience the symptoms / headaches even though they were given the same fucking coffee. All of this, it was due to the expectation that there wasn't any caffeine. So let's understand this thing about the placebo effect, which is rarely talked about, but there's more data actually on the placebo effect than any other drug. And that's because it's required in every single drug study. The placebo effect is at least 25 again to 32% of all medical healings. People think that they are healed, and boom, they're healed. So what does this show us? And what do we think? So what does this show us? What we think about ourselves actually changes everything in our body, in our life, and in turn your reality. So let's sit back. Let's think about, where is your mindset at? And not only that, but how does that state of your mindset right now actually affect your reality? How is it affecting the circumstances that you are living in right now? Are you complaining about not being where you want to be and thinking, oh, poor me, I don't have this, I don't have that? Or are you focused on setting your goals, setting a plan, and staying positive about your future? Your mindset based on your circumstances? Our circumstances and our environment should not solely dictate what you can and can't do, where you can and can't go. No matter where you are right now, are you letting your circumstances and environment keep you from moving forward because, oh, I don't have enough resources, or hey, I'm always in pain, so I'm limited to this. I don't have enough skill or education, when really the only thing holding you back is your mindset. I think about the gym. When I'm alone, I often have trouble lifting the weight I could when I have a spotter, even when the spotter doesn't touch the bar, because my mind knows I can do it, but having that support there is like a safety net. And really the only thing holding us back is the fears, the mental block, the negative thoughts saying what I can and can't do. Now, maybe this isn't the best example because it's important to stay safe when lifting heavy weight, but it goes to show when we believe and have no fear, we can truly unlock the power of our mind, and the potential that we have is really limitless. How often does this play a role in our day-to-day life? When I think about it, it really affects everything that we do and every part of who we are. Think about how we limit ourselves by our fears or our preconceived thoughts of not being able to do something. When all we really need is a little positivity, all we need is that reassurance, we often want to look everywhere else for the answer when it's really all in our head. When things are hard and we aren't making progress, are we thinking, oh, I'm never going to make it? Or are we thinking, fuck, this is hard, but guess what? I love that I'm fucking showing up for myself right now. Every time I feel like I'm getting sick, I always tell people, I don't fucking get sick. I don't lay in bed. I don't moan and groan. I do what I do every fucking day. I work out. Hey, I might not go to the gym. I might do the workout outside in respect for others. But guess what? I'm still showing up. And guess what? I almost always feel better. Whereas if I lay in bed all day, it's like the symptoms are amplified. And I just get into that mindset that, I can't do anything and poor me. Granted, sometimes it is really bad and you do need the rest, but that doesn't mean that we can't do anything at all. This doesn't mean we still need to have negative outlook on where we are. I tell myself, hey, I will get better. I'm going to continue doing what I do every single day. I'll make adjustments where adjustments need to be made, and I'm going to fucking get through it. And that's with everything in life. There's going to be obstacles, but ask yourself, like, how are you navigating through? Are you waiting for the obstacle to go away and then continue? Or are you giving up completely? Or are you staying positive, looking forward to the challenge, and being open to adapt and growing from what was put in front of you? I think it's time to think differently. If you think something is going to be terrible, then guess what? Chances are it's going to be fucking terrible. If you think it's going to be great, guess what? It's probably going to be great. Because no matter what happens, if something goes sideways, it's still great, to me at least. Why? Because you can handle it. You can grow from it. You know that, there's always a positive solution to get through. And oftentimes when shit hits the fan, and everything is fucking going wrong, I actually love that shit. I say, this is what I'm best at. This is what I'm best at, getting past these hurdles. And guess what? I do every single time. To me, it's like a challenge. Like, hey, I don't know who's putting in front of me, if you want to say God, if you want to say whatever it is, but I face that shit. I say, hey, this obstacle is put in front of me because I can fucking handle it. I can grow from it, and I'm going to get past it like I have every single fucking other time in my life. And I think that's really the mindset that we should have. I promise you that also this type of mindset is hella contagious. People are going to notice this when you are in this positive mindset, and they will feed off of it. And to me, that is inspiring to be able to, push through the negative, stay positive, and then in turn see people around you do the same thing. I mean, how powerful is that? You're not only changing your life by practicing these principles of positive mindset, but I 100% guarantee you're going to impact every single person that's around you. And to me, that's fucking priceless. That's what I fucking live for. I'm trying to inspire, And by inspiring, to me, that hits home with who I want to be. That hits home to my character. That hits home to, the life that I want to live and the mindset that I want to have. So we get what I'm getting to is we really just get what we're looking for. I want you guys to realize the power of your mind and the power of belief. Everything that we speak, we can create. Everything that we believe will come to fruition. So create your reality. In order to succeed, you must first believe that you can succeed. Let's get out of that negative thinking. Let's get into a positive mindset, and let's be contagious to others. I appreciate you guys listening today. Hope you took that all in. If you have any comments or anything, leave them down below. Again, I appreciate your support. Remember to like the video. Hit that bell notification right below next to the subscribe. That's going to notify you every time I upload a new video. And again, if you can share this, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. On Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use, social media wise, I appreciate the support. Check out the workout videos on the channel if you haven't already. I'm going to try to do more podcasts. We'll see. If you guys like it, let me know. And I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. My name is Owen from Dreamer TV, and I will see you next time.